Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. So I'd like to start off by saying thank you to everyone who liked and subscribed and commented. You guys are amazing. So with that being said, let's get started. So for this reading, we're asking Spirit, what is your next major life change? What do you need to know for that? Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a minute to see which cards you want, and you can resonate with more than one card. It's totally fine. So the first card we have Metamorphosis, number 34. We have Almost There, number 44. We have Tame to Attain, number 28. And we have The Illusion, number 13. Okay, so take a minute. You can pause this video, see which card draws you in the most, and I will see you soon. Hello, pile number one. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are asking Spirit, what is your next major life change? So let's get started. You guys chose Metamorphosis, and on this picture or card, we have the metamorphosis of the caterpillar turning into a butterfly. So you guys could be going into something that is a little bit scary, because you know the caterpillar turns into the chrysalis, right, where it's kind of like a liquid and it doesn't know what's gonna be on the other side, right? So it's letting me know that the other side, no matter how painful this is, no matter how scary this is, the transformation is, it's going to be beautiful for you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what other cards want to come out for you guys. Okay. Spirit for pile number one, what do they need to know? Okay. We have It's in You. And we have Action Leads to Success. Interesting. This bottom of the deck, it says get out of your head. Okay, so you guys could be overthinking something, but no matter what, I see you guys going through a metamorphosis, right? You need to take action to metamorphosize yourself into, that's not even a word, I don't think, but into this butterfly, right? Whatever you're afraid of, it's in you. Like, I'm picturing like this darkness, this dark period as like you being in the chrysalis, but look at the crystals around this lion or lioness, right? And green symbolizes your heart chakra. There's a heart and a moon on top, right? And action leads to success. So, you know, it's as simple as that. Like, just taking the first step will lead you to success, okay? It's like a series of, like, you don't need to see the next step. You don't need that assurance to let you know that you're gonna end up being the butterfly, the beautiful butterfly. To take that first step. Just, you don't need to see the next step of the staircase to take the next step, is what it's saying. Bottom of the deck, you have to get out of your head and see beyond the past. So whatever your past self is, whatever past self you're holding on to, whatever failures happened in the past, they no longer matter. They no longer exist. Okay, so get out of your head. Whatever happened in the past is in the past, and whatever is coming to you in the future is going to lead you to success, and it's a beautiful transformation that you guys are going to go through. So let's see what other messages we're going to get from the guidebook for you guys that you guys can potentially resonate with. So number 34. 34. Metamorphosis, the butterfly. So it says here, for caterpillar to become the butterfly she is destined to be, she has to commit the most ambitious act of knowing her past self to become annihilated. Okay, a radical change is at hand for you as well, as you asked to step into a fuller version of yourself. caterpillar says that the cocoon phase is scary and painful, but is so worth it. Let go of attachment to your identity and outcomes. If something is happening that seems to be impeding your dream, the medicine of this card asks you to understand that it is supposed to be like this. Resisting this moment will only slow down your development in the cocoon. Expect challenge and the demanding labor of metamorphosis. There will be moments of great pain and not believing you can do it. Give loving acceptance to the old, fearful parts that feel frustrated and trapped, but be clear in your understanding of these feelings, and your understanding that these feelings are an illusion trying to keep you in the comfort of the known, okay? Get out of your head. See beyond the past, okay? Those are the messages at the bottom, okay? The old cloak you wore for protection is now ready to be shed. It no longer serves a purpose you once needed it for. Strip away the veils and step into the dark unknown, right? Of your fullest potential. You are on the verge of profound transformation and being asked to live in the end. Keeping in mind the beauty, success, and fullness coming for you, you cannot fully fathom how glorious your future self will be because you know only the life of the caterpillar. But you must be steadfast in your faith. The metamorphosis will be complete soon, and something more profound than your deepest desires is awaiting you. Be strong, little caterpillar. Big change is coming for you. That was such a beautiful message, you guys. So, number 24, it says, it's in you. This is the not so cowardly lion, okay? In the story of the Wizard of Oz, the cowardly lion travels the yellow brick road to get to the Emerald City, to request what his heart most longed for, courage. Little did he know that during his entire frightening journey, he already possessed that which he sought so desperately. For in his heart there roared a courage that was always his to claim. The cowardly lion needed the outer journey to understand what he most desired was always within. What you seek, you too have it in you. Do not give up the journey. Persevere and endure the uncertainty. Remember that having courage does not mean you are fearless. It means you do the thing despite being scared. Right? It's going to be scary, but you need to do it. Cowardly lion who now has transformed into confident lion shared his medicine with these questions. What if everything you've been searching for is not only right in front of you, but it's in you? What if everything you've been chasing outside of yourself was the part of you that you couldn't see within? What if you were looking in others to find the you that was screaming to be self-actualized? What if every beautiful quality you deeply want, you already possess? What if the sweep you off your feet love is your own love within reflected back to you? What if the gift you have been waiting to actualize was crying out, I'm right here, please, please, please see me? What if this whole entire time it was you that you were searching for? What if you chose you and stopped waiting for others to choose you? What if you stopped running toward external validation to prove your worth and instead went within and became yourself? Wow, this is such a wonderful message, you guys. Oh my God, goosebumps. Now we have number 1, action leads to success. Let's see, action leads to success, please. So this is 6 dragons. The 6 dragons reference the I Ching's first hexagram, the creative. It says, in Chinese tradition, dragon creates great fortune for those who encounter him. Dragon is of service to those in need. His acts are benevolent and not self-serving. Dragon assists humans on their journey towards ascension. The presence of 6 dragons, one of the most promising cards in the deck, foretells a successful outcome if you take the inspiration running through you and turn it into action. The collective power of the 6 dragon holds the medicine of the 6 cards in the deck. Meditate upon these cards as they are the roadmap for the journey towards success. All humans hold dragon power. It is the energy within that we direct outwardly to create what we desire. It can be considered a masculine energy, one of the initiator, the doer, the spirit of action. Commit to overcoming any roadblocks, and even if fear rains down on you, do it anyway. The medicine of this card is a sign to fully submit to what you want to manifest and then initiate. Know, however, that self-centered desires will have limited success. Work diligently and do not expect an immediate reward. Dragon does not focus on fantasies of future possibilities, but acts in the now. Discipline, persistence is required. Do the work, but do not focus on how the outcome will manifest. Do the work, and life will guide you. 6 Dragons Medicine shares that what your heart deeply desires, you can achieve, but you're advised to be wise in your creation. Any man can create hell or heaven on this earth. It is your choice as to which. The 6 dragons ask you to make sure your wishes are in alignment for what is best for you and for all creatures of the earth. If you truly come from your heart and take dedicated action toward your goal, the 6 dragons will assist you and lead you to supreme success. Their medicine calls for you to come from your heart and take action now. Abundance and prosperity follow. Crazy, you guys. Wow, this is such a wonderful reading for you guys. So whatever you have in your mind, okay, you need to stop thinking negatively, see beyond the past, whatever failure it is, okay, whatever happened in the past. We've all had setbacks, we've all had failures, but bottom of the deck, it says shake, release, heal, and move on, because a metamorphosis is happening. Bottom of the deck also has just trust. Okay, just trust that you're going to come out of this darkness. It's going to be dark for a while. You're not going to know. You're not going to see the next step in front of you. But it's literally you're becoming the butterfly. You're becoming something you can never imagine at the stage of the caterpillar. Okay? Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say. What is this about for pile number 1? Such a great reading so far. Show us pile number 1, please, Spirit. Thank you. All right, here we go. Okay. We have the Hangman. We have the King of Cups. Okay. We have the King of Wands. We have the 8 of Wands. The 9 of Pentacles. The 2 of Cups. So, the Hangman, a time of contemplation right now, okay? This is you kind of looking at things from a different perspective, right? This is the chrysalis hanging from a tree, like upside down, or from like a branch, right? Upside down, in order to transform. And this is where you seek enlightenment in darkness, okay? This is where things are going to start to happen for you. You don't see it coming, but this is where you're going to transform, okay? We have the Sun at the bottom of the deck. Why is this upside down? We have the Sun at the bottom of the deck, right? The Devil, the 9 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords, the 6 of Cups. Like, whatever is keeping you up at night, like all these fears that you're surrounding yourself with, I see the Sun coming up for you guys. I see you're going to be happy, but deep down in your subconscious, you're still thinking about something, right? You might have anxiety, depression, something that's from the past that's keeping you up, right? But you have a brand new truthful beginning, something that's going to lead you, like it's literally telling you, if you're overthinking, stick to the facts of the situation. No need to run a wild with your thoughts, right? Something in the past here, right, that happened. Could have been self-sabotage, could have been somebody who hurt you. But I see you moving away into calmer waters and finally pouring into yourself. This is healing, right? Choosing yourself. The Ace of Wands. And the Lovers, right? This is a big choice that's happening for you guys. So the King of Cups. This is something that you're going to pour your heart and soul into, okay? This is something that you're also going to be passionate about. It's not going to be something that's boring, right? This is something that you're going to nurture from the ground up, right? You have the emotion put into it. It's like when you want to manifest something, you have to put emotion into it. And even though you can't see it in front of you in the 3D reality right now, you need to believe in it, okay? The King of Wands can grow something from the ground up. Like, he's the entrepreneur of the deck. So you guys might be thinking of becoming an entrepreneur, going back to school, or starting a new career, like taking a leap of faith. But get out of your head. Who cares what other people have to say about it, right? If somebody doesn't understand what you're trying to do, it's not meant for them to understand, right? Some things you have to keep to yourself for now, okay, is what I'm getting. This is like incoming, like downloads from the divine, letting you know that once you get out of this energy and step into your masculine, these are masculine energies of doing. These are action cards, right? You gotta do, right? Things are gonna speed up for you guys with the Eight of Wands. It's like getting downloads, getting information, getting energy, okay, getting ideas. Okay, that's going to lead you into the Nine of Pentacles. Like, you don't need to worry if there's like something monetary that's worrying you, or like something financial that's worrying you. It's going to lead to this, whatever endeavor it is, right? And the Two of Cups can symbolize you with yourself, right? It doesn't need to symbolize you with another person, because this is the next major life change that's happening for you, right? This could also be somebody who sees that you are taking action and moving towards your dreams. You're passionate, you're about it, you love what you do, and they could see that and be inspired by that and want to join you and help you and create a team with you, right? This could be somebody that wants to collaborate. So let us dive deeper into this energy. What is the Hangman? Bottom line here I'm seeing, you guys, is that you are overthinking this and you really don't need to, okay? Yes, it's scary as you go through it, but you don't need to be scared, okay? We have the Seven of Wands, sorry, the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So this is maybe self-sabotaging in the past, okay? You're taking away all the swords from people that have the potential to hurt you, right? The Nine of Swords is like, it's kind of keeping you up at night, how you have self-sabotage over and over and over and over again, okay? And you hate that part of yourself, I'm getting, right? But we've all been through that, okay? The Three of Pentacles is kind of like, people are going to, once you start taking action towards what you want to do, because the thing that stops anxiety in its tracks is taking action, okay? Anxiety is basically a lack of action, not enough action being taken, okay? And therefore you start to ruminate and think about things over and over and over and over again, okay? And it gets you nowhere, right? Everything, like your metamorphosis will become delayed with the Hangman. This is also symbolizes delays. But I see that once you start working, people are going to start taking notice, okay? They're going to be like, oh, what are you doing over there, you know? Like, how are things going? Like, things like that. And like, you might be worried about, you know, it not working out. But what you don't see coming is it will work out. This is the Ten of Pentacles, right? At first, it might look kind of like it's not going anywhere, or like you might be scared. You might feel like your fears. This is where your thoughts are leading you. Like you feel like you're just gonna be like desolate somewhere, like, you know, begging for somebody. But this actually symbolizes a lack of faith. Okay, have faith in your dreams. And faith is like planting a seed, right? You plant a seed, you don't pick it off the ground and check if it's growing. You just have to have faith, because it does grow. It will double, 5 to the 10. It will double, you guys, okay? Trust your intuition. The wheel of fortune, the wheel is turning. You're going to be abundant. You're going to have everything you could ever imagine. This is abundance. This is giving birth to something that you love, okay? You're bringing forth something. It could be a new version of yourself even, right? Moving forward towards success, and the universe has your back, okay? But you need to transform. You need to become somebody who takes action, okay? Because this is how you gain abundance. You just have to have courage, okay? Let's keep going. The King of Cups to the King of Cups. The universe is saying that this is absolutely something you're going to love. Your next major life change is going to be something you love. It's going to be scary, but you're going to enjoy the ride, okay? 2 of Cups. Yeah, this could be you finally coming to terms and facing yourself, okay? Like your past self versus your brand new self. This could also be someone coming in to help you with this, okay? Somebody who's as equally as passionate about this. Like, once you get out of your head, everything starts to open up again. The Hangman. Okay? Why the Hangman? The Hermit. So, the Hangman, seeking enlightenment, learning more about this. Okay, this could be something that you need to research more, right? Or something that you've done a lot of research in. You guys are kind of like really, like you can teach a class about what you're trying to do. Because the Hermit is somebody who's learned, kept learning, right? Until he's like old and gray, like you know everything about it, right? Again, lack of faith. It's like, I want to be at the Nine of Pentacles, but there's a lack of faith here. Like you just don't believe in yourself. We have the 7 of, this is protection, protecting what you've built so far. Okay. This is also having boundaries with yourself. It's letting you know here, like I'm getting, like whatever lack of faith you have, whatever bad thoughts you have, whatever like thoughts of like you're not gonna make it or something like that, you need to have boundaries with yourself. You need to say, no, I am gonna make it, okay? Like we learn a lot about making boundaries with other people, but sometimes we need to have boundaries with ourselves, right? Like not thinking negatively or like counteracting your thoughts with something more positive, right? And taking action here with the Knight of Wands, right? You might want to keep this secret for now, like whatever you're doing, because you don't want to keep defending what you want to do. The Ace of Pentacles. This is all in the potential energy. The universe has given you this opportunity. Are you going to let it go and be in your head, or are you going to miss it, or are you going to plant it, right? We have Justice. Like this is something that the universe wants to give you because it's your good karma, right? It's good karma for you that's coming in. And the Empress, it's like you're going to grow this to the point where you're so abundant, like you can ask for nothing, right? It's a brand new beginning, but here, like you're holding on to something, you're holding on to the past. This is like the Miser of the deck. You have to let go of this and move on. Let go of fighting with people, like having arguments that don't really matter with yourself or with others, and just sticking to the truth, okay? And starting new. Like it's okay to start over, right? It's gonna be scary, but you need to do this and have that spiritual faith, okay? Because the universe has your back. It's giving you a brand new cup. Take action. Take control of your life and tame those thoughts, right? So that is what I have for you, pile number one. I'm so excited for you. Let me know how this resonates for you guys. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Bye. Hello, pile number two. Thank you guys for tuning in. So just to reiterate, we are asking Spirit, what is your next major life change? What do you need to know about that? So let's get started. You guys chose Almost There, number 44. So what I'm seeing from this so far is that there is a fox. And fox are very wise. They're very like quick on their feet. They're very witty. So let's see what this is actually about. But before we do that, I'm gonna see what other card wants to come out. Okay. Spirit for pile number two. We have Get Out of Your Head. Okay. And we have Prayer Answered. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have Victory. So that is awesome. Let's get some messages for you. So I'm sensing that you guys are thinking too much. You guys could have like anxiety or something, like just overthinking a situation that you guys are going through right now. But it's letting me know that you guys are almost there. Okay, and your prayers will be answered, and bottom of the deck we have Victory. So you're gonna reach your goal. Okay, just don't think too much of it. It might have been like a long process or a long way to get to where you are now. So there's no point in quitting. You just have to keep going and seeing it through. Okay, so we have 44, Get Out of Your Head, 37, and Prayer Answered, number 12. So let's begin. Almost there. What messages do you have? 44. Almost there. Fox. It says, in the blossoming spring season, little fox frolicked and skipped in the wild woods. As he played, his attention was constantly drawn to a distant light. The light glimmered deep in the forest past the rumbling river. Although he couldn't quite make out what the light was, every bone in his body knew that it was meant for him, and his soul would spark with joy when he saw it. It was as if the light were a magnet calling out to him. But whenever little fox ventured toward the light, he was always abruptly stopped by the roaring river before him. Little fox would fall into despair, for he would not unite with the light that called him. Time went on, and spring became summer. Little fox would continue to catch glimpses of the light, still filled with excitement and longing to unite with his beloved light. He would regularly attempt to reach it, only to again be blocked by the roaring river. More time passed, and as autumn approached, Little Fox grew and learned many lessons. Yet he was still faced with the unquenchable thirst for the light. Little Fox became distraught and angry toward life. He often cried out in sharp howls, forsaking life for presenting him the beauty of the light without allowing him to embrace it. He grew mistrustful that life would not have his best interests in mind, and increasingly became hardened and jaded. Autumn transformed into winter. By this point, Little Fox was Big Fox, and his heart was broken. For the only thing he ever longed deeply for was out of his reach. Big Fox gave up. During the early winter months, Big Fox did what he had to do to survive, but he had a hole in his heart. He walked with his head low, for he could not bear to look up and see the out-of-reach light. One night, as Big Fox lay asleep, snow began to fall. When Big Fox awoke, he was taken aback at this new element he had never experienced. As he started his day, he saw a gaggle of geese standing in the river in the distance, completely perplexed at how they were now standing on water. He approached the river with caution. He had learned through all his seasons of life that he must be careful and cautious. As he put his paw on the water, he found it to be hard and sturdy. He gasped and thought, could it be? Could this be the path to my light? Big Fox carefully crossed the hard water with deep awareness. He listened for the cracks and the creaks in the hard water and scanned the sky for a hawk approaching. As he crossed the river with extreme care, it dawned on him that if he were Little Fox, he would have run boldly across the hard water without a care in the world, and could have been hurt or even killed. A shower of epiphanies began to rain on him. He realized that he had to go through all the seasons and learn all the lessons to be prepared to walk toward the light destined for him. As Big Fox finally crossed the great river, he thanked Mother Earth and Father Sky, and understood that he had to wait to gain the wisdom that prepared him for crossing the great river. If there's something you yearn for in your heart, and you have been trying to achieve with little to no success, this is a profound confirmation that it is approaching. Be patient. There is wisdom in the waiting. This is preparation time. You are gaining what you need to unite fully with your heart's desires. Endure, endure, endure. Such a beautiful message. Wow. Like, do you know how, like, the fox, it said that he was kind of angry at life for not bringing him what he wanted? Like, I'm seeing it just be right around the corner, right? Don't get angry at life with get out of your head here, right? Because your prayers are answered. They're literally right around the corner. Whatever it is you guys have been trying to manifest, or what you've been thinking about, it's there. It's coming. Okay. Then we have 37. Get out of your head. 37. 37. Get out of your head. Chicken head. When you cut off a chicken's head, a burst of electricity runs through its body's nervous system, causing the chicken to run in circles and flap its wings. This is symbolic of the intrusive and obsessive thoughts we think and allow to run in circles around us, even though they barely hold any real basis in truth. Chicken head's medicine appears when it's time to put an end to the chicken in your head dictating your life. Witness that thought and witness the thought and understand you have power over it. Your power is to know it's just a thought, and if it minimizes you, it's not true, no matter how real it may feel. If it makes you feel less than and powerless, then there is no way it's true, because you are quite literally a scientific miracle connected to the infinite, ever-expanding universe. Chicken's Head's medicine asks you to take a big sigh of relief, because whatever it is keeping you in your head will work itself out. You are safe, and you will find the solution, and the issue will resolve itself. Whatever you are currently dealing with is for your greater good, no matter how much the chicken tells you it's not. In fact, Chicken's Head's medicine brings an exciting confirmation. If you are dealing with a current situation that feels disappointing and has you obsessively thinking about it, you are being asked to understand that this difficulty had to happen to lead you to what you truly want. For whatever reason, there is a lesson being learned, and in learning this lesson, you will lead yourself to what your heart desires. Chicken Head's medicine demands you get out of your head now, because everything is going to work out. Wow, exactly that. There's a lesson in this. Like, the fox had to learn the lesson. Like, this is why something could be delayed, because there's a lesson to be learned before you can fully reach it and appreciate it even more, right? So let's go to number 12. This is Prayer Answered, the Buffalo. It says, North American Plains Indian tribes revered the great buffalo. Buffalo provided the means for survival, and very little was wasted. Buffalo was life. Sacred dance ceremonies were performed to honor buffalo and ask for a successful hunt. In these ceremonies, dancers would become the buffalo in spirit. The lesson of buffalo is the importance of asking the great mystery for help through syncing your prayers with action to create abundance and success. Act as if your prayers have already been answered. When we act as though our prayers have been answered, we become a magnet for our prayers to manifest themselves in their physical forms. Let's say you are experiencing disunity and having a difficult time with a colleague. Your prayer is to resolve the issue and have unity between the two of you. Your prayer is to the great mystery. Your prayer to the great mystery would be to ask for unity with your coworker and then to act as if you already had it. This would look like being kind, respectful, and showing love to your coworker immediately, regardless of whether the problem was resolved or not. This action is what would create the unity and eventually dissolve the issue. When buffalo tramples into your spread, the medicine is a confirmation that your prayers are being heard. But it is of the utmost importance that you stand in unwavering blind faith that they are coming to fruition. Endure the time and uncertainty because your deepest heart's desires will be manifested. Act like the person whose prayer has already been answered. Because what you don't see coming, guys, is the victory, right? So this is about something that you guys really want. This is your next major life change. And this is what you guys have been planning, manifesting, trying to bring to fruition. But you're constantly, I'm sensing that you guys are doubting yourself, okay? Because this is in the center, right? Like you're running around like a chicken with his head cut off, like the book says, right? So let's see what the tarot has. We have the Page of Wands and the Empress. Okay. Almost there. We have the Two of Swords and the Star. Okay, and a few more. Eight of Wands and the Two of Cups. So, Two of Swords, the Star. And the Queen of Wands. Okay, so there's something here that you guys are going towards with the Page of Wands, right? That this is something that I see you trying to learn something. You're trying to venture, like take it, like do a venture or something, like a business. It could be, right? And you feel like you're just kind of starting out with a Page of Wands because he is a beginner, right? You're trying to get to the point where you're the Empress. And I see you guys getting there, but it will take time. Like you're almost there. It's like right there, right? It's not like a bunch of things in between the Page of Wands and the Empress. You guys are so close. But in your mind, you feel like you're so far away, okay? Because of the Page of Wands. Like he's just a beginner, right? But you have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So that means that you're actually at the Queen of Wands, okay? Like in your mind, you think you're just beginning and this is not going to come to fruition. But in reality, you guys are the Queen of Wands and you're going to get to the Empress. Okay, so whatever it is that you guys are trying to manifest, it's right there. And we have the Queen. Like she's a witch. This is her familiar, the black cat, right? She can manifest anything. She can bring anything to fruition, whatever she sets her mind to, right? This is something that your guides have been working with you, right? In the ethers. Like you can't see it coming, right? Because it's in the ethers. It's in the works. Okay? Like look at that. You can't see it coming. You guys are just kind of waiting for your ships to come in and they're coming. Like these are ships in the distance, right? They're coming slowly. Like you guys need to get out of this feeling, whatever it is, whatever heartbreak or disappointment was in the past. I'm sensing that You guys are like trying to move away from this energy slowly but surely and free yourself from it, right? Start a new beginning. Like you're kind of like playing to win here, right? Like you want to win, but you don't want to do it at the cost of anybody. And I see that. And do you see how the Two of Swords is on top of get out of your head? Because like there's an island behind her that she can go to, right? That has all her prayers answered. But she is just sitting there kind of thinking that this is going to be harder than it is. And we, like 90% of the time, like whatever we fear will never come true. Like all the anxieties that we feel about life, they never come to pass, right? Everything is just in our head. We end up making scenarios of how things will turn out. But did you know that this is actually praying against yourself? You guys really have to start thinking of good scenarios, right? Think of the best possible outcome and keep replaying that in your mind while also feeling like, while also living in the end, right? Live in however you see your life going. Like, let's say you wanted to buy a house or get this job or go to a particular school or whatever it is, or go to like to a new country, right? Imagine yourself living there already, okay? With a blindfold, she's blindfolding herself because she chooses not to see that really it's not as hard as you make it out to be. It's kind of like, oh no, I don't want to see what's right in front of me because I'm in my mind it's making it bigger than it actually is, and it's not that big, right? Like I see that wish fulfillment here. It's kind of like you're making a wish, like your wish for this is a star, right? This is like all about healing. This is all about wish fulfillment coming true, and it's on top of the buffalo, right? Prayers answered. So you made a wish once upon a time, or you're making a wish, and it will be answered. It's like literally incoming. And it's the Two of Cups. This could be somebody that you guys are dealing with. Maybe you guys have been waiting for somebody, or you guys were like in a position where you're maybe alone or lonely. Maybe the next major change in your life is the fact that you are trying to manifest a partner into your life, right? This could also be you with you, like finally being in a line frequency with your future self, right? And becoming that person. Okay, but here you guys are sitting here as the Empress, right? Like she's so beautiful, she's so fertile. Like she gives birth to anything that she sets her mind to. Okay, let's clarify further for pile number 2. Like I'm just sensing that there's fear that's kind of stopping you and holding you back. Look at that, the Two of Swords again. You're afraid, you guys. You're afraid to take the next step. You don't know what to decide. Maybe there's a decision. Like, should I quit or should I not? Right? But you can get to the other side. You guys can get to the other side. Where there's like that island behind her. That's where she wants to get to, but she thinks it's so difficult when it's not. Okay? We also have the Knight of Cups. Okay, hold on. Knight of Cups, there is the Five of Cups over here. Five of Cups. The Seven of Swords. The Two of Wands. So something happened here. Okay, somebody was possibly trying to offer you, like give you a love offer, or this could be you kind of taking like some sort of idea that you were passionate about and something that you loved, and possibly ended up in disappointment. And that's why you're kind of thinking in your head constantly that maybe this isn't going to work out. With the Seven of Swords, this could have been like you prematurely thinking about these things. Like your head is going to be the one that sabotages you. Like whatever thoughts you're thinking with the Seven of Swords, it's sabotaging yourself. So I'm here to let you know that Spirit wants you to know that get out of your head, because it's causing you to sabotage. Start looking forward to the future. Look into a different direction, because you guys have already thought about something over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, right? In a negative way. Okay? You have like the whole world at your palm is what he's doing, right? And he's looking forward. He's looking forward to the future. He's asking himself, like, how can I think about this in a different way where I can actually prosper, where I'm the winner at this point, right? Because victory was at the bottom of the deck. You are going to be the winner, you guys, but you just have to get out of your head. Whatever it is that you're dealing with right now, like, it's different for everybody, so take this as it resonates. So we have the Page of Wands. And I mean, we started off with a Page of Wands, right? So this is, I'm sensing that it feels scary to look at something with a new lens, or to look at a different direction, or to go through a different direction. But I see you guys doing it here, okay? Like, you guys are taking the leap of faith, and it's right there. It's right there. You're so close, okay? And I'm seeing here, like, even with the Five of Cups, right? You're in your mind, you're still focused on what didn't work out with this disappointment, like the Three of Cups that are spilled. This is like spilled water and milk and blood, right? It's like you put your heart and soul into something, and in the past it didn't work out, but you have two cups that are still standing behind you, and you need to turn around and focus on that. And I see you guys doing that. Once you get out of this self-sabotaging energy, I see you guys taking, look at that. Look at that. It's kind of like taking those two cups and the Five of Cups, and you're kind of like alchemizing it into a new energy, right? This is Temperance. This is like kind of putting things into balance as well, but balance takes time, okay? Like, something is incoming from the universe, okay? Your answers have been answered. Your prayers have been answered, and literally it's coming from this card in, right? So whatever you guys are praying for, it's coming. I'm sensing it could be another person that you guys have been, yeah, look at that. The Ten of Pentacles. This is ultimate, like, wish fulfillment. This is ultimate, like, happiness, and it's success. The Chariot is taking you to your success, right? You have the universe behind you. The universe is backing you up, okay? And you're divinely led, you guys, okay? You're going to reach the Ten of Pentacles or the Two of Cups, whichever one it is. It could even be both, right? You need to first take control. Whatever happened in the past is completely done and over with. You guys don't need to think about it anymore. Whatever confusion happened in the past, whatever illusion that you guys had about something, it's all in the past. And now you're faced with a decision to start something over with somebody, and they're coming in, and they're going to be, it could be, if this is about a relationship, it's going to be abundant, and it's going to lead to the Ten of Pentacles, which is literally marriage, happiness, house and a home, family, children, being completely abundant, right? So that is what I have for you, pile number 2. Let's see if there's any other messages that want to come out. Okay. This is completion and closure. So whatever it is that was in the past is done. Okay? Like, you don't need to think about something again and again. Okay? This is consistency. You need to be consistent with yourself. Right? Or if this is somebody that's coming in for you guys, they're going to be consistent. And you need to commit. Commit to your dreams. If you want it to like come to fruition here. This says love takes courage and vulnerability. Even like doing something that you love, that takes courage. Okay? You guys have to just take the leap and get out of your head. That's the biggest takeaway from this, is get out of your head, because you're the only one that's like stopping you from getting to your dreams. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys chose Tame and Attain, and this is a horse. So, and he has like his little I'm not sure what those are called, but you put it in his mouth to like kind of control the horse. So there's something here about having a little bit of control in your environment or in yourself. You need to tame something to reach your goal, right? So something in your life could be running a little wild, is what I'm sensing here. But let's get some more messages for you guys. Just give it a quick shuffle. Spirit, show us what pile number 3 needs to know. We have claim your power. Okay. Then we have nourish the shadow. Very interesting. And we have inner conflict resolution at the bottom of the deck with keep trying. Okay. So we have claim your power, the tiger. So it's saying here that like these are like wild animals. All of these are wild animals. This is like a puma, I think. Or it could be a jaguar or something. These are all wild animals. So something is definitely wild, running wild in your life right now, or something you feel like you don't have control of something right now. And it could have something to do with the shadow. Nourish your shadow. Maybe you're trying to run away from that or something like that. Let's get some messages from the book and see what you resonate with, okay? We have Attain to Attain number 28. Number 28. Okay. Tame and attain horse. When a horse is tamed for riding, she endures countless weeks of intense training. If the trainer is patient, perseverant, and trustworthy, the horse eventually submits. The horse is controlled through the horse bit. I guess that's what it is, the horse bit, that rests in her mouth. When the rider pulls the connected reins, the horse will follow. You guys can see that, right? Okay, the horse will follow. The horse bit in this image represents directed power. Okay, and we have claim your power here. So it all kind of like fits in together. Wild horse is freedom, stamina, unbridled passion. The primal urges. She symbolizes the untamed, powerful impulses within us all. These impulses look like our intense outbursts, obsessive thinking, binging, recklessness, avoidance, and all wild expressions. All of these impulses hold immense power, but often this energy is directed very poorly. The human that tames and rides the horse represents our highest self, directing our personal power. Your willpower will be tested, so you must strengthen it. Sacrifice is required. Horse's medicine asks you to start with small things to build your willpower muscle. Stop yourself from saying a harmful thing about someone. Resist eating the entire bag of chips. Watch something uplifting instead of watching garbage TV. You may feel resentful of the restrictions at first, but it will lead to an expansion of extraordinary capabilities. With dedication, your ego will soften and align with your willpower. Once you have given adequate time to building your willpower, it will become a superior force. Horse's medicine requests you to tame your inner appetites to become the person you were meant to be. This is horsepower. Interesting, all about power here. Okay, so there's something in your life. Yeah, maybe you're stuck in a rut right now, right? And you need to cultivate those habits in your life, whether it's going to the gym or whatever it is, exercising or studying or doing something extracurricular, right? Cleaning your room, like whatever it is, you guys need to cultivate that, right? It doesn't just happen overnight. Like these habits build over time, okay? Claim your power, number 25 with a tiger. It says, claim your power, tiger. Anyone face to face with a tiger instantly shifts into a state of respect for her prolific power. Tiger summons you to connect with your greatest power, to overcome yourself, to overcome your doubts, fears, insecurities, and illusions of the ego, and to use boundaries, right? Boundaries are not just with other people, it's with yourself as well. right? Stopping, like making sure you go to the gym every day. That's a boundary, right? Like stop eating junk food. That's a boundary with yourself. Stop talking negatively to yourself. That's a boundary, right? Well, many of the animals in the apothecary deck ask you to be accepting of your emotions. When this card comes up, it means enough is enough. Tiger does not appear now with the feminine energy of allowing. This is the masculine energy of taking action and creating what you want. It is time to care more about the end goal than the heavy emotions you are currently feeling. The action called for here is snap out of the illusion and get your thoughts in gear. Wow, some tough love for you guys, right? It says, when you change your thoughts of the world around you changes. Get in control of your thoughts and transform the story you tell yourself. You are not your feelings, so stop mistaking them for your identity. Shift perspective, conquer your emotions, and crave the life you desire. You can no longer submit to the identities and definitions that you once projected on yourself and others. It is time to move forward and initiate your power. When you stand in your greatness like a tiger, you have nothing to prove, for you just are. True power is not dictated or enforced. It is an energy that magnetizes others to want to help you in your cause. Once someone has to prove and display their strength, they've already lost it. Tiger's medicine says stop. Stop playing the victim of circumstance. Your power is even greater than tigers, yet you allow in smallness and self-pity. How strange it is that one with so much power is so blinded by it. You feel imprisoned by your circumstance, yet the only prison is the story you painted over your circumstances. Tiger's medicine is to wake up, get real, change your story, change your life, and claim your power. Wow, this is so powerful, guys. This is crazy. It's like it's already in you, okay? It's already within you. All you need to do is just hone that power and take things seriously. Like just take it seriously if you want to accomplish your next major life goal, right? Then we have the number 33. This is Nourish the Shadow. I think this is like how you can claim your power in it and like tame and the taint by nourishing the shadow. It's literally telling you how to accomplish these things by nourishing the shadow. You don't need to be ashamed of it, okay? Sometimes you just need to hug your inner child, right? Nourish the shadow. Yep, this is a jaguar. Jaguar. It says, Jaguar represents the shadow, the subconscious aspects of ourselves we push away. Carl Jung says these aspects usually stem from situations we encounter as children that lead us to feel shame, unworthiness, and abandonment. We then live out these programmed beliefs as adults. Jaguar comes to speak to us about nourishing the shadow. In this image, we see her drinking from the well of wholeness. The well in this image, inspired by Jungian analyst Marion Woodman, is our place of nourishment and absolute wholeness. Water is where all life comes from. Without it, we have no vitality. Many of us ignore and starve our shadow aspects because they cause us so much pain. We push them away and deeply criticize them. We chain our jaguar shadow and confine her to the furthest part of the backyard of our minds. She howls and cries for nourishment, yet we still ignore her. In her banishment, because of the lack of love, her power grows as the monster of self-sabotage. Ooh, okay. Ironically, if you would begin a relationship with her, you'd find that she is your greatest asset and leads to fulfilling your life's purpose. Funny that we instinctively banish her. Jaguar's medicine asks you to create a self-talk relationship with yourself and to ride the wave of hurt within. Every time a painful feeling arises, you now must tell yourself, I'm right here to feel this with you. I accept this uncomfortable feeling and I will ride it out with you. I am here to feel this with you. If you do this, the emotion will always detox out and dissipate, leading to a much quicker healing. But you must be strong and endure the pain. Commit to riding the waves of emotion together within yourself. This is the nourishment your Jaguar shadow requests. If you witness her, she will start showing you a new and indestructible power within. Your shadow is where your diamond lives. Wow, so powerful, you guys. So this is what happens, right? When we have trauma or childhood wounds, right? This is what happens. We push it down within, and it literally leads us to self-sabotage. We start sabotaging ourselves. We start eating unhealthy, like not doing what we're supposed to do for our body, not doing what we're supposed to do for our life and career and family and everything, right? And we wonder why we became stagnant or why we are stuck, right? You're not meant to be stuck, you guys. You're meant to live a full and beautiful life. But first, there's one thing you have to do is nourish the shadow, okay? Such a beautiful reading for you guys. A little bit of tough love. But for those that resonate with this, I think this is truly what you guys need to hear. I mean, honestly, sometimes I feel like I need to hear this too, right? Because we all need that tough love to let us know this is how you get back on track, right? There's a lot of people, when they go through trauma at a young age, they don't know how to move on from that. It's kind of like you're just regressed, like you're stuck. Like your body grows, but your mind just doesn't know how to move forward, okay? And that's okay. There's so many tools, there's so many books, there's therapy as well to help you like gather those tools and know how to use them, right? So let's see what the tarot has to say about this. This is like all about actually like loving yourself and the parts of you that you feel ashamed of. Okay, we all have those parts in us that that need to be actually just loved and welcomed. Okay, so let me cut the deck. All right, let's see what we have. We have the Eight of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Five of Wands. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Very interesting. We have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I don't know why some of these are flipped upside down, actually. Okay, so it's saying here that the Eight of Wands are basically something is incoming. This could be a message. This could be like downloads. This could be anything, right? This could even be travel to distant lands. Maybe you're dreaming about going somewhere else, someplace else, right? Something is happening and it's happening quickly. Okay, so it's going to, whatever this thing is, it's going to have eyes all over it. Like people are going to be coming to see what you're up to, what you're doing. And I'm sensing here that you don't want judgment or criticism from other people. And that's why you've been kind of like hiding yourself. For some of you, this may resonate. Or hiding your work, right? Because maybe you don't feel like you're good enough, right? Something like that. This is like juggling between love and fear, okay? There's a new opportunity that you guys don't see coming. Something that you're going to be really passionate about, right? This is two new opportunities. Something that's going to create balance, a sense of give and take, right? This could be like in your career, in your life, in your love life, whatever it is, right? It resonates differently for everybody. It's like three, like you guys have three new beginnings here, okay? And a happy ending. But first you need to crumble what doesn't fit anymore in your life. And that could be bad habits that you guys are holding on to, or like some sort of idea of yourself that you feel like you have to kind of continue. Like it's kind of like a mask that I'm sensing that you guys are wearing for other people, when deep down inside you're kind of like hurting, right? And you don't think a lot of people will understand you, but there are people that are going through the exact same thing as you. You are not alone, right? This is saying kind of like show your work, get out there in front of people and show them, right? Or this is even like collaborate with somebody, or you don't need to do things alone, is what I'm sensing from this, okay? Because if you tame, like if you tame and attain is basically saying like you can hone your craft, whatever it is, you can hone yourself, right? Like I'm sensing here that there's something that you're passionate about that other people are going to love, and it's such a great opportunity. But you don't think that people, or like you don't know if you can do it. You don't know if you have the willpower to do it because you're looking at the past here, and the past is basically the same old way that you've been doing things all along. So you don't know if you're going to miss this opportunity, right? You got to jump at it, because I do see you here. These are like 2 4s. It creates stability. 2 4s are stability. So I see you here like crossing that finish line. If you choose to take this, it's going to shatter your worldview of how you've been doing things so far, but it's going to make you into this beginner that's eventually going to have the 10 of Cups. It's like it's going to be so emotionally fulfilling for you if you take this opportunity that you're going to absolutely love and start taking control of your life. Okay, because the Emperor takes control, he takes action, right? He's an action card. So this is what I see, like what you don't see coming for you. This is all under the deck for you, okay? Like if you learn how to be with your shadow could be these self-sabotaging ways that you're doing. If you learn to like kind of just be like, okay, this is what I have to deal with, I want to try to do things differently, and staying consistent with it, because the key is consistency with anything, right? If you want to see yourself grow, you got to be consistent. Okay, so with the Three of Pentacles here, show your work, whatever you've been working on. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that are so talented, but they just have such like low self-esteem that they don't want to show it to anybody. Okay, when you do this, it's going to open up a new direction for you. You're going to start seeing the world differently, and this is what it's asking you to do. Claim your power. He's like taking the bull by its horns kind of thing, right? And looking at a new direction. Like he's letting the past go is what you need to do. It's like claim your power. He's claiming it. He's holding it. It's like the world is your oyster. It's like, what do you want to do with it? Right? And look at this, nourish the shadow. You're like, no, but there's so much conflict. I don't even know where to begin. There's so much pain. Like I'm just constantly fighting myself over this, that I don't know where to go from here, right? But it's saying start working on it. Start working. All you have to do is just work on it, and maybe it'll come to the surface in time. Your shadow, whatever is holding you back, you just have to, like, I'm seeing all these as like habits that you've kind of like honed, right? And like you're just working on the next thing. Like, here's what I want to accomplish this year, right? And like you just check it off your list. Okay? And the only like thing that's guaranteed in life is change. Okay? Change, death, and taxes. That's it. That's the only thing that's guaranteed. Okay? And this is constant change. Like the world is constantly going to be changing with the Two of Pentacles. It's like, are you going to be like sometimes you're going to be afraid, but sometimes you're not, right? So you got to be like knowing how to balance it. It's like kind of like a juggling act. Like we're all afraid. Like we're all doing it afraid, right? Like it's like we've all had the shadow. Okay? Let's see what else. Like we all have our own shadows to deal with, right? We all go through this, and we're still doing it afraid. Like you're not alone. Okay, let's see what other messages want to come out to clarify for pile number 3. This is such a cool reading. So what I'm seeing is like something wants to come in with the 8 of Wands. And it's going to make you look into a completely different direction. Okay, this could be travel, literally. Okay. The Magician. Something that you've been manifesting. You've been manifesting some sort of change. Right? You are so powerful. You are the Magician. You have everything. The Wheel of Fortune. 2 major arcanas. This is such a big pivotal change that's coming into your life, you guys. This is like luck. This is like destiny. This is what you're meant to be doing. Okay, there's no point in doubting it, because the Tower is going to come anyway and force you into it. The Tower was at the bottom of the deck, you guys. Okay, so it's going to force you into it. And like you have all the tools in front of you. That's how powerful you are. You know what you're doing. Okay, and this is destined for you, whatever it is. Like it could be your craft, it could be like wanting to travel, like see the world, whatever. Resonates differently for anybody, for everybody. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Cups. It's like the Wounded Warrior. It's like I've tried, or like you want to. I'm seeing this as like the Wounded Warrior is like, I want to try. I will try one more time. But I've been beaten up, or I've been beating myself up so much. Like he has like a bandage around his head. Like it's telling me there's something like negative thoughts, like negative, like just no self-belief, right? And it's easier said than done, but it's so worth it when you get out of this, right? With the, yeah, look at that. The Seven of Cups and the Five of Swords. 2 5s here that are telling me there's change that's about to happen. And some people might not like it. Some people might not like the new you, the more disciplined you, right? Like you're going to go from being like maybe confused, or how like being like your head in the clouds and thinking like, oh, I need to do this or this or this or this, when spirit is literally telling you just calm your mind and hone in on one thing that you like, one thing that you're good at, or even like one thing that you really want to accomplish. Like even if it's just getting up and cleaning up your room, okay, like just getting up and doing something that will accomplish a lot. Okay, it's kind of like taking these things off, right? You don't need to think like put your head up in the cloud and like fantasize in like the far future something that your life is magically going to be put together, because it's not. Okay, it takes work, it takes step-by-step action. Okay, and take baby steps, literally baby steps, just like cleaning up your room, whatever it is, like cleaning up your office, whatever, right? That's just like an analogy, right? It could be anything. You don't need to fight with yourself. And like this is kind of like the Five of Swords is like trying to, it's kind of like mind energy. It's like mind games, or like mind games with yourself. It's like you're not only fighting this battle with yourself in the real world, in your heart kind of thing, but you're fighting it in your mind too. Because like I'm seeing like this is like the bully kind of thing, who's all telling you like you can't do this, you can't blah blah blah, you know, like things like that. And like they're back here like kind of crying, and these words that you tell yourself are very sharp. Okay, like nobody can hurt us like we can ourselves. Okay, so the Hermit is telling you that it's time to like kind of just be wise about things. Okay, there's a star in his lantern, and it's kind of like leading him the way. Like he's saying like things might be dark right now, you don't need to see the next step ahead of you, but the lantern will show you the next step when it's time. That's what it's saying. Okay, you will see the next step when it's time, when it's time for you to see it. Okay, like we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring for any of us. Okay, we don't know what tomorrow will bring for any of us. But the universe always delivers. So we have the Three of Swords and the Temperance. Something here happened that maybe made you like this. There was a heartbreak that happened. Something that has put you in your head even more, right? And I'm seeing like after something ended, or something happened that was really hurtful, that hurt you, you're going to start focusing on your work more. But Spirit is telling you to alchemize this energy. Like find a way, instead of finding like self-destructive ways to deal with heartbreak, or to deal with any disappointing something that happened, you need to like alchemize it for your greatest good, for your greatest benefit. Okay, whether that's like focusing on work, focusing on like going to the gym, like focusing on like writing, reading, whatever it is, like something good instead of doing destructive ways, right? Because in divine timing, all things heal. Okay, and I saw you like walking away. Like look at that, you're walking away eventually. Like I see you walking away from things that no longer fulfill you. It's kind of like you're like, okay, like I've already drank from this cup and this cup and this cup. Like this is like my bad habits. This is like my unhealthy eating. This is whatever. And I'm just like, I'm sick of it. Like I just want to walk away from it. And I see you doing that. You're walking away and you're beginning to dream about something new again. Okay, this is like dreamy energy, right? The Knight of Wands. This could be like travel. This could be like trying new things. Like you just want to kind of like raid through and see like what else is exciting out there, because there's a whole world out there. Like there's a pyramids behind him, right? Death and resting. It's like this transformation is really going to allow you to finally rest and put your mind at ease. Okay, like you're going to find new tools I'm seeing that can help you finally put your mind at ease and stop like overthinking and thinking that you're not good enough or whatever it is, right? And looking again at a new direction with the Two of Wands here, looking at how you can cross that finish line and have that victory with the Six of Wands, right? And take things seriously. Like Spirit has your back. This has all been a blessing, right? Spirit is blessing your next steps. And the Seven of Pentacles, like you're going to be waiting for your whatever ships to come in, your fruit to, it's going to be like, honestly, you're not going to see results right away, but it's going to be something that is life-changing and transformative. You're going to be the Queen of Wands, who is like attractive, beautiful, like everything about it is leading you to your highest self. And something that you guys are sick of feeling like powerless, okay? Like you can do this. You can do it. You can do anything. Where did this guy come from? Oh, Page of Wands. One more card for pile number 3. Wow, Ace of Swords. And that is the truth. You're going to start living your life in a truthful way. First, you must walk away from things that no longer serve you, no longer fulfill you, people, places, whatever it is. Start walking away. Walk away from bad habits. Walk away from whatever it is. Because once you do this, you're going to be able to claim that power. And finally, like I'm also seeing, like by claiming your power, you're going to be cutting out people who keep you in your shadow. Okay, or keep you in that people-pleasing thing, right? Because you're afraid of maybe being alone or whatever it is. But for a time, everybody needs to be alone. Sometimes the universe needs to sequester you away from anything and everything so that you can learn your next life lesson, okay? So that is what I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So just to reiterate, we're asking Spirit for your next major life change. And these, honestly, these readings so far, pile 1 through 3, have been so amazing. So if you guys resonated with more than one, feel free to look back and jump back to pile 1 through 3. They've been really amazing. They have some really awesome messages in there. So let's get started. We have the illusion number 13. We have a shark here, a brain, like a sphere, and we have some like water with the sunset, right? So I'm not seeing what this could be about yet, but the illusion, there's something here that's illusory about this, right? You guys could be living in some sort of illusion, or maybe you need to live in an illusion. You need to be a little bit delusional to make your, dreams come true. So let's get some more messages and see what this could be about for pile number 4. Spirit, please show us pile number 4. It says, better than you can imagine. Wow. We have like a fetus here, right? It's like giving birth to a dragonfly. Like it's better than you can ever imagine. And there's like a pyramid and an eye. Really cool. Okay. We have nourishment while waiting. That's so interesting. And then we have service that wanted to be seen. We have transformation. You guys are literally transforming into something. Transforming your life. Magnetism through gratitude. Focus on the big picture. Bottom of the deck. Wow, really interesting. So let's get some messages, okay? So while you're waiting to transform, you need to feed your mind. Nourishment while waiting with a baby bird, okay? And I think the baby bird eats the most up here. So let's get into it. We have number 13, 39, and 5. What is the illusion? I'm going to read you some messages. Hopefully you guys will resonate. The illusion. It says this is the phantom shark up here. Phantom shark. I'm going to hold this up for you. Okay. Phantom shark. It says, in this card, we see a harpoon searching the sea for a dangerous shark that appears only in your mind's eye. Phantom shark has a direct message for you today. Your current fear, worry, or insecurity is all an illusion. You tricked yourself into hunting for a thing that doesn't even exist. By putting so much attention and effort into combating or avoiding what you're afraid of, you are simultaneously engaging and fueling it. Most fears quite literally exist in our minds. When you feel small, insecure, or controlled by fear, this is not your true self. This is your programmed self, ruled by the limbic system, ego, past traumas, and false marketing that always shames us into not feeling good enough. The illusion will tell you that you are not worthy, make you feel scared, keep you with someone who treats you poorly, and make you feel the need to compete with and be better than others. The challenge lies in how powerfully real this illusion appears. It colors. Sorry, excuse me, guys. It colors every aspect of your reality like a cloud of thick gray smoke. While you cannot always avoid being caught in the smoke, you can recognize when you are in it. This is the most important part of seeing clearly. You must first understand that you are in an illusion before you can escape it. The more you become cognitively aware of the smoke, the less power it has over you. Right now, the shark's medicine for you is to understand that whatever currently brings you fear is not actually the truth. You are safe and everything is going to work itself out. Do not make big decisions when the gray smoke is visiting. Soon you will see clearly. So that's so interesting with the illusion card. Like, I'm sensing that some of you are a little bit in like fight or flight mode, where you are like conjuring up like scenarios in your head that cause you to have more fear in a situation. And 90% of the time, things are not as bad as we make them seem, or we make them out to be in our mind. Okay, so next we have 39, which is better than you can imagine. See, like everything, the illusion is what's keeping you back, but things are going to turn out better than you can actually imagine. Okay, so there's nothing to fear. Nothing should hold you back. So let's see, 39, better than you can imagine. The dragonfly. Before Dragonfly becomes her most authentic self, she spends about 4 years underwater as a creepy little nymph creature. The dragonfly nymph has no comprehension of her greatness. How could a creature that lives underwater even remotely fathom that there existed an atmosphere she had no perception of, which she would not only live in, but fly in as well. Dragonfly brings a sacred message about your belief in your future self. She says your perception of reality is quite limited and naive, and your image of your future self is incredibly narrow, but that's okay. Just be aware of this. If you have a dream, Dragonfly is telling you all you have to do is work on it, and life will do the rest for you. Try to figure out what it's supposed to look like with your limited perceptions. Don't look at setbacks as the end of the world. They were meant to happen to propel and stretch you. Just keep working on your dream, and life will create something so much bigger than you have the ability to currently understand. Dragonfly's medicine teaches you to first surrender your need for something to be like the limited view in your head, right? Fear. Second, have absolute trust that life will deliver something greater. And third, be patient. Last, get excited that something bigger than your dreams is destined for you. That's such an amazing message, right? It's like you can't know. Like it's like this is kind of like a third eye. It's like you don't know what you can't see, right? So you need to make these like little steps, just work on it even though you can't see where it's going to lead to. Okay. Next we have nourishment while waiting. That's so interesting. It's like kind of like the fetus while it's waiting to be birthed. It is being nourished. It's like focusing on like getting itself ready to be out in the open, to be birthed, right? And to live and to breathe and to do all these amazing things that we're doing now as humans, right? So nourishment while waiting. Let's see. That's number 5. Number 5. Number 5. Nourishment while waiting. Baby hawk. So it says, hawk is a power bird with big medicine. Hawk is fearless, the visionary, the messenger, the balanced one. Hawk is your highest self. Baby hawk in this image represents the part of you with an overwhelming desire to step into who you are fully and fulfill your purpose. Mouse represents the nourishment baby hawk will need to develop into her most fulfilled self. Baby hawk teaches us the wisdom of nourishment while waiting. This is the moment for patience. What will you do while you wait for your vision to manifest? The flower blossoms in its own time, but the gardener cultivates the seed's growth. The gardener ensures the seed's fullest development by nourishing it, pulling the weeds that threaten it, and planting the seed where it will receive the most sunlight. While you wait for the next step to be revealed, you must similarly prepare yourself for success. Baby hawk needs to be nourished before she can achieve all her greatness as an adult hawk. And this is why you must nourish yourself on every possible level. Ask yourself what skills your future self holds that you currently do not, and then start searching and practicing them. Once you grow and develop these skills, you step into your highest self. Wise old hawk looks back on her past self and shares the medicine to not just wait in patience, but to learn while you wait. Stay persistent on your path toward growth and develop and strengthen yourself. For it is the consistent nourishment to become your greatest self that magnetizes you towards dreams unimaginable to you now. So this is literally all about like the next step, the next phase in your life, and you could be waiting now and it could be like such like an uneventful time for you or like in your career or something, but it's asking you to, while you're waiting, like it could be like while you're waiting to get into like school or while you're waiting to see if you've been accepted into a job or while you're waiting to transform your body, like what skills do you need to learn? What are you doing to have the best possible outcome or to set your future self up to where your future self is thanking you now for making those decisions, right? Right here, right now, right? And it's literally saying this whole thing is saying that you're going to be transforming. This is transforming. This is also transforming, like transforming yourself from this illusion, this fear, right, into a belief that one day you will be this dragonfly or the adult hawk, right? Your future self is waiting. This is transforming into like this adult hawk. Look at it. It's right there. That was at the bottom of the deck, transformation. Really interesting. So let's see what the tarot has to say, what messages will come out for you guys. Spirit, show us pile number 4, what this is about for them. I'm just going to move these up a little bit. Pile number 4, please, Spirit. Show us what they need to know for their next major life change. Okay. So see. We have Five of Wands. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Lovers. We have the Hierophant. We have the Seven of Pentacles while you wait, and the Two of Cups. And this is the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The Temperance, the Nine of Wands, and the Fool. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is a lot of like battling with yourself. Okay, this is a lot of battling within yourself. There is a conflict within yourself. Like you're creating unnecessary like illusions in your mind, like the card said, right? You're kind of like trying to fight the shark that doesn't exist, or the tiger in the room. It's kind of like being like constantly in fight or flight, right? It's like your nervous system is not at ease, it's not calm, but it wants you to know that you are safe, right? With the illusion card. And here with the Queen of Swords, it's like she's looking to the future, right? She has her sword up, she has her guard up. She also is like, air energy is like your thoughts, okay? You need to step up above the clouds. And I think it mentioned something about the gray clouds, right? The gray clouds will vanish, like look beyond those, right? She's above the cloud, she's seeing clearly, right? The Queen of Swords, like for me, it tells you basically to cut out all the fluff, like all the illusions, and just focus on the facts. Like, what are the facts? Like, the facts are you are safe, you're okay, you have a roof over your head, you have a bed, you have like food, shelter, whatever, all the necessities of life, right? And like you're grateful for those. But in order to be able to move forward, you need to like kind of calm your nervous system down, right? So there's like a lot of like frequency music to help you do that while you're sleeping. Like they're really good. There's like subliminals that help you as well in your sleep, so it's not like you're doing the work consciously. You need to do these things like subconsciously. This is how you change your reality and your paradigm. Everything happens at a subconscious level, okay? So the Queen of Swords is looking forward to the future, okay? And even like with the butterflies in her crown, it's like symbolizes transformation. The butterfly was once the caterpillar, right? The Lovers. The Lovers is a great choice, right? You have the Lovers, the Hierophant, and the Two of Cups. This could symbolize love, or it can even symbolize your highest self, like transforming into your higher self, okay? But first, you need to like let go of the idea that you need to hold on to whatever, like this, like you need to hold on to like whatever, like your people-pleasing tendencies, codependency tendencies, like, you know, putting people before you or things like that, to where you're not even focusing on yourself, okay? The Hierophant is your connection to your higher self as well, right? Your connection to spirit. This is kind of like the ultimate authority in spiritual matters. So the Hierophant could also be asking you to get a mentor, right? This is a time for getting a mentor. It doesn't even have to be like in real life, but you could be listening to books like Audible has like amazing books. Even like YouTube has like these amazing books that help you to transform your mindset, right? Because nothing can move forward if our mindset is at rock bottom, right? So the Hierophant, this could also be you seeking higher education, right? Some of you could be going back to school, like changing careers, like doing something like that, right? And like while you're waiting for, like, look at him, he's kind of like watching his harvest. It's like, I'm waiting for it to, you know, like, what are you doing during this time? Like, we're going to clarify and find out what you should be doing, right? And the Two of Cups, this could be you meeting somebody who's on the same level as you, or you guys could be waiting for somebody to come in and kind of spark this change in you. But, you know, we choose to change for ourselves. No one can come in and do the work for us, okay? So, bottom of the deck is here, standing your ground, set some boundaries, not only for other people, but for yourself as well, okay? We have the Nine of Cups. This is like a wish fulfillment of some sort, like emotional wish fulfillment, right? You know, like, I don't know if you guys are, I don't know, I kind of lost my train of thought here, but yeah, ultimate wish fulfillment. It's like feeling happy with with what's to come. Okay, like setting up boundaries is going to give you emotional fulfillment, to kind of just focus on yourself, because this is a little bit of, you know, self-indulgent energy as well, where you're just like, okay, let me just pour into my own cups first to make sure that I'm good and satisfied, and then I can help other people. And it's telling you to have that patience with temperance. Like, alchemize this energy. In the meantime, like, of like you waiting to hear back for something, or like you waiting, or like you could be in like the waiting season of your life right now, waiting for something, right? Like, we don't just wait and like just, you know, I don't know, like eat chips all day or something like that, right? We're waiting and we're doing something with our life. In that waiting, we're learning something, right? Same thing with the Hierophant here. It's like you're learning. Are you learning things that are going to benefit you in the long term, or are you not, right? It's like nourish your mind, nourish your mind. Like, what are the things that you need to learn so that your future self can be like, oh, okay, I have these tools. I know what to do in this situation. It's like preparation for your future self, right? Temperance is like, yeah, patience and alchemizing this energy, right? Balance. She's balancing between her foot on earth and her foot in the water. There's a balance there, right? It's like balancing your emotions with practicality, and like your thoughts, because she has wings. They're in air, right? It's like balancing that, or he has wings, right? The Nine of Wands, right? It's like while you're waiting, are you utilizing your mind to think of the negatives and how maybe something might not work out? Let me just keep ruminating on like the worst case scenarios, like things like that. Don't do that. You're using your mind for evil. You're using your mind for evil against yourself. Okay? That's the worst thing you can do. Don't do that. Trust me, you'll get further faster if you literally just focus on good outcomes for yourself and other people. Okay? So it's kind of like, it's like drawing me to his head where he has like a bandage. It's like you've kind of like just maybe abused yourself. Like, nobody can hurt us more than we can hurt ourselves, right? So don't do that. You don't need to do that for the sake of other people. Like, you don't need to beat somebody to the punch, kind of thing, right? The Fool is like freeing yourself and taking a risk. Like, he's so carefree. Like, he's entering into a new phase where he knows nothing about it. It's like he's so naive. It's like ignorance is bliss almost for him, right? He doesn't know what's beyond this cliff, but he's going to take the risk. And this rose represents the purity of his heart and purity of his mind, because even though he doesn't know, he's not going to think the worst case scenario that, okay, maybe I'll fall off into my death. He's like, okay, this is just a new adventure. Maybe there's another ledge down here that'll take me to a new town or something, you know? And like, you're going to end up celebrating with those around you, like your friends or your family. This could even be spirit is celebrating, right? It's like, you know, you're celebrating your harvest here, right? Have fun, be lighthearted, be free, right? Not everything needs to be taken so seriously, okay? Because this could be like a gift from the universe. Whatever you went through in the past that caused you to like think negatively about trying new things, right? You need to look at it as kind of like a gift, okay? Like fear is a good thing, okay? Like fear like alerts us when something is wrong, okay? But fear, when it's in excess and when you have like anxiety, it just points to you that you are lacking, you're lacking not only being in the moment, but you're lacking action, okay? So these two things you need to take, okay? Because you know, like the high priestess is like your intuition. Okay, you know where you want to end up. This is like your future self with the Nine of Pentacles, like independent, like on your 2 feet, whatever it is, right? Looking good, smelling good, like whatever you picture for your future self, right? You're gonna reach it. Okay, all in divine timing, and you're waiting for your ships to come in, and they will. Right, with the Ten of Pentacles and the Moon, it's like what you don't see coming, but the ships will come in and they will land, and you will love every aspect of it, because not only did it come in for you, but you were prepared for when it did come in for you. Okay, like there's nothing worse than like having an opportunity show up in front of us and we're just like, I don't know what to do. Like what, like, you know, like I'm not prepared for this. Or like imagine like the love of your life just came and like you're just like, I'm not even prepared. I'm not even like in the place that I want to be mentally or like emotionally or physically or whatever it is. Like, you know, you want to present the best side of you, right? Like we're all worthy of love in every stage of our life, but at the same time, it's like you will appreciate that love more knowing that you prepared for it, knowing that you were emotionally available for it, Because if they're meeting you from a place of being emotionally available and you're not, it's just not going to be in alignment. You're not going to be in a harmonious like match with them, right? It's just going to end up repelling. You're going to end up just going your separate ways, even though this could have been something amazing, right? Okay, so let's get more info for you guys. Let's clarify a little bit. Let me know in the comments below how this is resonating for you guys. I'd love to hear from you. And oh, let me know what you guys are working on. Okay, so we have the opportunity. We have the Ace of Pentacles. This is kind of like also like a reset button. It's like, or like everything that you are before doesn't need to matter. You don't need to put such an emphasis on it. We don't need to hold on to like the person that we used to be, right? If we were a negative person, or we were like, we used to drink a lot, or we used to like eat a lot, whatever your vice was, you can just let go of that. You don't need to hold on to it, right? These are all like paradigms in our mind that we've created, right? From like childhood wounding or whatever it was, from past traumas. You have the Three of Wands. It's like waiting. It's like the opportunity is here, but are you prepared for it when the ships come in? Okay. The High Priestess and the Seven of Wands. That was at the bottom of the deck for you guys. It's like, you know what boundaries you need to put up in place. You need to stand up for yourself, okay, against your mind, because the High Priestess is like kind of our mind connection, right, to like spirit, to our intuition. Okay, it's like, are you listening more to like your fears, or are you listening more to your intuition? And honestly, sometimes like the times that we need to take action in life is when our gut is literally saying this is it, like go for it. And when you don't go for it, that's when you're missing the opportunity. Okay, like it's letting you know your next major life change that's coming is going to be a big opportunity for you, a big opportunity for you that you're going to absolutely love. Okay, like you're gonna love this opportunity. But are you somebody that is going to talk yourself out of it and imagine the worst case scenario, or are you going to allow yourself to transform into it, right? But while you're waiting for that new opportunity, like, are you going to put yourself down and say that it's not coming, or you know, it's not happening for you, or something like that? Or is this something that you're going to, you know, is this something that you're going to work on? Like, work on these things. I'm telling you guys, like, nothing is as bad as it seems, okay? Everything works out in the end, believe me. Okay, so this is something that you're going to love. You're going to be taking that cup, okay? Emotional fulfillment, right? The Knight of Cups. And it's letting you know with the moon, even though you don't know where you're going next, you just need to keep going. It's going to feel like something out of your element, because here's the lobster, right? Lobsters are usually underwater. He's coming out to land, right? And it's letting you know that this is going to be very uncomfortable for you, this transformation, and you might not see what's coming next, but you need to keep going, because you're going to transform. This is what's going to help you transform. With Justice, it's kind of saying like, you need to balance the scales in your life, bring balance to your own life, right? This is your karma, basically. This is Justice is telling you to like do what's fair, like only be fair to yourself, okay, while you're waiting. Like, are you being fair to yourself, or are you just constantly criticizing yourself, right? Five of Pentacles is like a lack of spiritual belief. Like, you don't believe in yourself, right? The church behind them, like, and the light that's coming from the stained glass windows, like symbolizing like warmth and hope, and like, you know, like a good life. And they can just go in there and seek help. So some of you may need to seek help from like a mentor, like I mentioned, right? This could be like father figure or grandparent, like an older friend, whatever it is, or like somebody even on YouTube that you could be watching and getting some guidance from, right? Because whatever situation you're in right now, I guarantee somebody has been through it before and they've gone through it and they've come out on the other side. So if anything, that should give you like a glimpse into where you will end up as well, right? And then it's saying walk away from this. Like it's saying the future is going to go from like these turbulent waters into like clear waters, right? It's going to be smoother. It's like going from like a turbulent mind castle kind of thing, like a turbulent storm in your mind to like clear skies. Like you're not going to be thinking negatively about yourself or about your situation or just jumping to the worst case scenario for long. You're moving away from that, right? You're kind of sick of it at some point, right? And with the chariot, it's saying that with the chariot is saying that you're divinely guided. Like the universe is behind you. Okay, like you know where you want to lead your life. Like this is the magician that's riding the ancient Roman chariot over here. Okay, with the Sphinx, they're kind of telling you like there's no right or wrong answer. You just have to choose something and stick to it and go and be consistent, right? And like he's not afraid. He's not like over analyzing and contemplating and like just, you know, it's like he's kind of like taking control of the chariot and he's like just leading it wherever his mind takes him. Okay, so whether you choose to believe in yourself or not, you are right in both instances. Okay, because life will just show you and reflect back to you how you feel about yourself, and you'll see it in other people, right? How with the way that they are around you, or like the way that they treat you, is because your bias is trying to find like evidence of how you feel about yourself. So start changing that. Start changing your belief, right? Start changing how you feel about yourself, how you look at yourself, and the things around you change. Okay, like this is a brand new beginning for you, and like this devil could be like what's holding you back, like this toxicity, this obsession with like thinking negatively, like it could be keeping you stuck. But I see you like kind of just feeling with the King of Wands, like taking action towards your goals and your dreams. Okay, because he's an action card. It's like he's a masculine energy, which means masculine energy is usually like taking things by the horns and just going. It's like taking action. It's not like receptive. It's not like the feminine energy, right? So it's like I see good things for you guys. Like the sun, the what you don't see coming, you know, like the sun and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, this is gonna be like a big wake-up call for you guys, honestly. Just some of you need to listen to these messages again, just to let it sink in. But with that being said, pile number 4, I hope this resonated for you. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in, and I will see you guys on the next one.